Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Joey Logano's Shell-Pennzoil Darlington Throwback Race to Win from 2022. As always, take a quick look at the box. Once again, you have the generic crappy locks with the race-winning sleeve on it. This is the Elite version, so they made 316 of these Elites. Definitely a little bit higher on the Elite count there. Here is the car itself. A beautiful, beautiful paint scheme. This car is a throwback to Joey Logano's first paint scheme ever on a race car. Back in the mid-90s, when he was like 5 or 6 years old, he got a little like quarter midget car for Christmas one of the years, and that was this paint scheme. Because this was the 10th anniversary of Shell-Pennzoil and Logano, the 10th season for them, they decided to be nice and give Logano a nice little gift to run his very first paint scheme. And he wanted it. But honestly, if you're going to do a self-throwback, this is how you do it right here. This is a beautiful self-throwback. This car is so cool. It has so many cool details. Like, you know, on the side, it's got, like, the little, like, bumper bars and such. Like, it is just a beautiful, beautiful paint scheme. I might as well just get the, you know, elephant in the room out of the way immediately. Lionel did screw this car up a little bit because, as you can see, it has the chrome Penske rims. But for whatever reason, in this race, when he won this race, they just had the regular gunmetal gray rims on the car. And it was correct on the render for this car. When it first render went up for this car, it was correct. Everyone's like, oh, cool, they got it. They got the rims right. And then the diecast comes out, and they're back to the chrome. So that's definitely pissing a lot of people off. I mean, I don't really hate it as much. Like, I like the chrome rims. The thing that bothers me more is why do they keep not printing on the chrome rims? Like, put some brake dust on them. Do dirt, brake dust, anything. Just make them look like they're raced. They shouldn't be bright, clean, brand new, shiny chrome rims. Like, on any of the Penske race ones this year, they've been just, like, clean, bright and chrome clean. So I don't get it, but... Anyways, this, of course, does come with a few things. You have your Elite Certificate of Authenticity card. Got your little race-winning sticker. And here is the stat card. You can see the car in the background there. You can kind of see that's just the gunmetal gray rims. It's not the chrome rims. Like I said, it's funny that like the designer of the car, whoever makes the renders, actually got the car right, but then somebody at some point was like, wait, no, that's a Penske car. It needs chrome rims. But anyways, let's get down to the car, and you know, it feels like something's just missing from this video. I don't know. It seems like something should be like in the dust of this car or something. I just can't put my finger on it though. Wait a minute. I think I know what this review's missing. Let's just put that back there. That's better. Anyways, let's go back to the car itself and do a quick 360 of the car. I said it's a shame about the rims because Lionel nailed this paint scheme otherwise. They got this paint scheme perfectly. Lionel did a fantastic job. It's got all the little details of the paint scheme. It's got the, you know, the gold is actually metallic like the real car. I love this paint scheme. It is a beautiful car. It's really cool that he was able to win in this car. And yes, we will talk about the win later, as you can probably tell by that car in the background. There you can see chrome rims, should be gunmetal. It's also missing the left rear tire because he burned it off in the burnout. I don't know why everyone's crying about that so much. Like, I guess it looks a little bit awkward. I will say the new rims do not look as awkward with the giant. They still have the pegs to go into the tire, but they're not as huge as they were on the other car. But, like, yeah, I guess it's, you know, maybe some people don't like that, you know, the car teeters like that. But, like, I don't know. He burned it off for doing his burnout, so I kind of like that it doesn't have the tire, because a lot of people are mad about that, too. People are like, how dare they not give us a tire? Like, I don't... Especially because when they put on a new tire to go to Victory Lane, it was the regular Goodyear yellow lettering tire, not the white lettering tires. So it just would have looked weird, I guess. I guess it would have been a nice detail. I don't know. But I honestly don't mind the tire missing like some people do. But anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Shell and Pennzoil. Got Ford Mustang number 22. Down the side, you got Pennzoil Shell. You got Auto Trader and AAA back there. On the C post, you have Discount Tire. And on the B post, you have Ford, PPG, Mazak, and Coca-Cola. Got your one Clash winner sticker right there. Got a touch that I really like. It actually says Smokin' Joe on the name rail instead of Joey Logano. That was his old nickname back when he was a kid. Does have the retro NASCAR logo and the NASCAR Salutes logo. And another really cool detail they actually put in this car, they actually put the on-off switch on the side right there. Does have the white lettering Goodyear tires, has the regular contingencies and such, as well as the name rail and everything. Like I said, I just love this car. Like, look at all the details. You got the bumper bar around the bottom. You got the roll cage going up the top. It goes alongside the roof. Then it goes back down the back and then around the back bumper bar. Just fantastic. Anyways, back to sponsors. You got 22 Crew, Shell, and Pennzoil. You got Thanks Mom and Dad back there, and a number 22 in gold. Got the Ford Michigan license plate and everything. On the back, you have the beautiful old retro Logano logo. I've always liked that logo. I'm glad they put it on the car. And because of this car, they made t-shirts for it and everything. I actually bought some of the t-shirts they had on his site for this car were fantastic. There was never actually a t-shirt for this car specifically. There was the Win t-shirt, but you could barely see the car. And then there was a bunch of stuff with like the retro look to it. They even had t-shirts with the original car this was based on. But you see the big dog. That's another thing that Logano was having back then. There's t-shirts for that too. And then they're kind of covered up by the confetti, but there would have been some of the logos for some of the little racing series he used to do as a kid back with this car. That's really cool. Got Snap-on on the roof. This is number 308. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. There you got Powered by Ford and Shell-Pennzoil. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. This is an Elite, so the deck lid actually does open. You got your typical fuel cell and such back there. Roof flaps, of course, do open. There are the holes for the antenna if I actually put them in. And there's the other side of the car if you want to see that. But now let's get down to the damage and such. This car's got a little bit of damage to it. Like I said, this is one of those that you get more for the paint scheme than anything, since this is a unique paint scheme you can't get anywhere else. But you can see the front is very dirty. Got a lot of that Darlington dirt and rubber buildup. Looks pretty nice. I said there is some confetti scattered throughout the car. See the right front tire. All the lettering is rubbed off. There is a scuff mark from when he got into the wall. Because yes, he did get into the wall. That thing with the Byron thing, where everyone was like, he didn't even touch the wall. Like, yeah, he touched the wall. As you can see right there, especially. And for anyone being like, oh, well, look at how little that is. That means he didn't really touch the wall very much. That doesn't really mean anything with the next gen. Did you people realize how not damaged Ross Chastain's Hale Mellon car was? Like, that one did not look like a car that slammed against the wall for, like, the length of a track. Like, that looked like a car that, you know, brushed the wall once. Or that, if that was the Gen 6 car, it would have looked so much worse. So, whatever. There's some nice confetti on the actual tire itself. That is really cool to see. They don't usually print stuff on the tires as much. But again, like, there you go. Like, the lettering's all rubbed off, and it's a clean chrome rim, so I just don't understand why they don't even print dirt or anything on those. But anyways, on the back, you got a few little marks and stuff. Not much. Said there's a pile of confetti on the deck lid, like I just said earlier. You see the left rear is also, looks like he got side drafted or ran into a little bit. I believe at one point earlier in the race, I think Kyle Busch ran into him a little bit. You can see, again, there is the tire mark from when I assume William Byron put him into the wall, because there is a little tire mark on the side skirt there. Has the vents down there and all that. You see the lettering is, again, rubbed off from the left front. It's funny, there's a little mark there through the yellow part of the edge of the splitter. When I first got one of these cars, I thought that was an air or like a chip or something, but it's on all the cars. Because I bought every version of this car. Like, I bought the special finishes, I bought the liquid color, I bought the color chrome. This is the first time that Logano's won in Cup for Penske in anything that's not a yellow car. He finally won in something that wasn't a yellow car. Still hasn't won in a AAA or Auto Trader or a different sponsor, but this is at least a step. Does have the Ford logos around the roof camera. But there you can see the gold is metallic on this car. Like I said, Lionel nailed everything about this paint scheme, so that's really nice to see. Set this car down. Here it is next to the 1/64 scale. For those who want to see that, which is even weirder because this one not only also has the chrome rims, but this one has regular yellow Goodyear Eagles, not the retro white throwback tires. So that's funny. I don't know, they couldn't even do that right. Both cars are inaccurate in their own ways. But now let's talk about the race. I said, in my mind, Logano really didn't do anything wrong. Maybe it was a little bit overkill, sure, but like you saw on the right side of this car, William Byron put him in the wall to win the race. He put him in the wall to take the lead to win the race. Like, so when, as Logano, as he said, he's like, okay, you want to go like that? Fine. Like, we can play those games. And so when he caught him, he was going to move him. Like, everyone's like, why didn't you even try to pass him cleanly first? Because at that point, if you're Logano, you're like, oh, he's going to just do this to win the race, so I guess I'll do it back to him. Like, he said that many times. Like, he would not have immediately just punted him if it wasn't for the fact that he got put in the wall by him. He would have tried to pass him cleanly if it wasn't for that. It's not... William Byron especially is funny, because after the race, William Byron was crying and was like, I guess I spooked him. I got too close to him. He's just an idiot, whatever. But then you move to Texas in the fall, where Denny Hamlin got a little bit loose under William Byron. Way more accidentally than putting him in the wall to take a lead, mind you. Denny Hamlin, slightly got a little loose, set him up the track, maybe had him brush the wall a little bit for, 6th or something. And then William Byron threw a hissy fit, under caution, slams Denny Hamlin, wrecks him, spins him across the grass under caution and everything. It's like, oh, is getting put into the wall, makes you mad? I wonder? That just made me laugh so much. William Byron is acting like, he didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with what he did. But then when somebody else does it to him, puts him in the wall, he, immediately just freaks out. A little bit hypocritical there, but whatever. Like I said, I don't think Logano did anything wrong. I know some Hendrick fanboys are going to whine about that, but like I said, he got put in the wall, so he put him back in the wall. It's not like he, it wasn't like it was like a Bubba Wallace, going 180 down the straight when he hooked the guy head first into the wall or anything. He just gave him, he went to the corner, gave him a little bump. Byron got a little loose, bounced off the wall, kept going, which Byron, for some reason, I think was trying to get a caution or something, because Byron was purposely hitting the wall, even on his radio after, when he first bounced off the wall. I think, his spotter said to, keep hitting the wall or something. It was really weird. He kept bouncing off the wall until it was, really damaged, even though with this car, you can bounce off the wall and you're fine. Your car's still going fine, or it should be. You might have a flat tire or something, but whatever, that seems a little odd. But said Logano went on to win the race and immediately got out and was like, that's what you get. That's what you get when you race me like that. So, I don't know. Said Hendrick fanboys will always have an alternate opinion on that one, but as far as I'm concerned, he did nothing wrong. I've done the same thing in NASCAR video games. If somebody puts me in the wall or wrecks me to try to win the race, I'm going to go back and try to wreck them back. Whatever. I'm definitely glad it won, because who knows if we would have gotten this paint scheme as a clean version if he didn't win the race. He said, as you can see, the William Byron was going to get made fine no matter what, but I don't know if they were going to offer this car for Logano, because they did not offer, well, Blaney really didn't run anything. He just ran the advanced auto parts. That's sort of a throwback. Then you had Austin Cindric ran that. It was supposed to be the Miller Lite final year Rusty Wallace 2005 paint scheme, but with Menards colors, and that was not good. They didn't even offer it, which I think showed that they knew nobody was going to buy that thing. But really have no way to tell if they were actually going to offer this for Joey if he didn't win the race. But he won the pole for this race. They got a cool moment in the beginning of the race where he was, driving alongside his dad, driving his Mach 22 70s Mustang. So it was just a cool race overall. And like I said, this paint scheme had so much meaning to Logano. Like I said, if you're going to run a self-throwback, this is how you do it. You don't run, a car from 5 years ago from some random drivers, like Eric Jones running his, late model short track car from, less than 10 years ago. This car is, back from, 1995. And it's somebody like this can actually run a throwback to themselves. They've had a long career already. Logano's been in the sport for, a good, 15 seasons now. So he's I think he's able to run a throwback to himself, and especially when it looks cool like this. But I don't know. If you want this card as a brand new release, you can get it right now. This car is already getting rare. Both these cars are. Both the William Byron and the Logano are both getting rare right now. But, so yeah, I said a lot of people are like, oh, since the rims are chrome, they want to send it back, and it's you shouldn't even buy it. And it's yeah, it's still getting rare because everyone is still fine with it. It's the chrome rims, like I said, they still look fine. I don't have no problem with the chrome rims. I like them on most cars. Like I said, they should definitely dirty them a little or something, because all these race ones are coming out with clean, shiny rims is weird. I don't know why can they not put brake dust and stuff on the next gen rims or something? I don't know. Remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check it out if you want anything. But I think pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Joey Logano's Shell-Pennzoil Darlington Throwback Darlington Race Win from 2022. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.